Welcome to week 10 of quarantine. Today we're making by request a hamburger or steak seasoning. It's going to be the same recipe as my dry rub, so I use that for ribs and roasts and stuff like that. So any dry rub, you want pretty much a 1:1:1 ratio of salt, sugar, and spices. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but you can do your own calculations. One thing I like to do is to use whatever's left over from your previous run of dry rub and incorporate that into the next one. That way you actually have some of your very first dry rub in your every single one that goes in after that. So this is everything that's left over from the previous one. And then you want a 1-to-1 relationship, which means I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of salt. And kosher is going to be less clingy. There's 1, roughly 2, and 3. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use white sugar if you like, but brown sugar has a different flavor to it. This does not have to be crumbled or nothing. 1, 2, and 3. I'm using a cardboard tube today because you have to break up the brown sugar in case it starts to clump on you. At that point, having 3 tablespoons means that if I have 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 teaspoons of cumin. You can use coriander, it's a different herb, but coriander is part of the cilantro plant. 2 and 3. Cumin is that distinctive flavor that you get from barbecues and stuff like that. At that point, I'm going to be using half teaspoons, but I want black pepper. 1 of those. 1 of chili powder. Now you can make your own chili powder, but the store-bought stuff is fine. I'm using about a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and if you use cayenne pepper and it doesn't taste very hot, it probably means it's old. And I'm going to use a half teaspoon of sweet paprika, which is just normal paprika, then a half teaspoon of hot paprika. If you do the math where 1 teaspoon is equal to 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons, that'll give you approximately a 1-to-1-to-1 or 1/3 spices, 1/3 sugar, 1/3 salt. Mix this stuff together, make sure you break it up nice and fine, store it in an airtight container. That is the dry rub.